So we treat our bodies as if they were what we are. And then we are constantly behaving as if we are imperfect. So we suffer under our imagination that says that we are a thing, and that thing is not complete yet. So we continue to feed this imagination. And we do that by trying to complete it, trying to find something out. I want to find out how to complete this imperfect being. If it would be perfect, then I wouldn't feel this suffering. That's the basic idea. So by chasing healing, bliss, we are reinforcing the illusion that we need healing. And we create a story around that sensation, which is just a sensation. But thought has invented a story around that sensation, and it says it's a bad sensation. You shouldn't have that sensation. You should do something to get rid of it. So most people spend their whole lives to do whatever helps, whatever seems to help to get rid of that sensation. So some people, and I'm not saying that any of those things are good or bad. I'm just talking from my observation. Some people do self-improvement because there's this feeling that seems to become weaker when one is doing self-improvement. It is a form of self-hate. I hate how this feels, so I improve myself. You know, the optics, the physical appearance, I improve it, or my finances, because I hate the way this feels. And it must go away. So some people choose self-improvement, which is not a bad thing. Some people are addicted to sex. Some people are addicted to relationships. Most people who are addicted to relationships are addicted to toxic relationships. Some people are addicted to drugs. Some people are addicted to religions, and they keep watching those Advaita videos. I was one of them. And those Advaita radical non-duality videos, they seem to talk about the truth that will set you free. But the thing is, this truth is not something that will give you something. It will leave you right where you are. The truth is that there is no external source to which the mind can cling to and then say that's it. Some people become Christians. Some, all of those examples, you know what I'm talking about. We do this because we think we are some thing that is living in the world. So there's a story. But the thing is, we came from nowhere. We were nowhere for an eternity. There are a lot of stories where people say there was something before, there will be something after that, but those are still stories. The mind loves those stories because the mind is afraid to disappear. So, experientially, we know we were nowhere before we were born. All of a sudden we find ourselves here. The problem is we try to make sense out of this thing even though in reality, what we call life is just as unknown as whatever came before life. I might be wrong, but I have spent so much time in seeking the truth. And when this became clear to me that whatever story my mind is trying to create around reality, that will lead to illusion. It's not what is, it's always an illusion, it's always a thought, it's always an imagination. The truth is, this is unknown. 25 years ago, I was nowhere. Now I seem to stand in front of a camera and I'm recording a video. And we act as if that's normal. It's not. We are here in the midst of a miracle, in the midst of nowhere. We seem to believe that we are something fundamentally flawed, and we are in a constant search to fix this body, to fix this personality, which is just an idea. And we are so identified with all the things that are constantly changing. So we cling to masters, to people who say they know the truth, and we listen to them. But nothing will change until the day you will just sit down and you will say, I know nothing. When the mind admits that it knows nothing, and whatever story it creates is not the truth, that day, till the day that happens, you will suffer. The day the mind realizes that the story, my story, the mind stories, they are lies. When that happens, then there's a real understanding that this is unknown and there is no suffering at all. What I have called suffering in the past, I now call a meaningless sensation. When I was meditating, I was constantly trying to find out how to meditate the right way, because I thought it's about healing. I thought it's about getting better. It's about, still treating this body mind mechanism as if it's something flawed and I have to heal it, and I have an imagination of what enlightenment will look like. When you're listening to people like Robert Adams, they will tell you how it will feel like, and then you are constantly chasing that thing in the future. And when you don't have the experience that he was talking about, then you're not there yet. So you're still thinking that you're fundamentally flawed, which is the illusion. So I was sitting down, and when I felt a sensation, an uncomfortable sensation, I was immediately, trying in the mind, trying to figure out how to deal with it. Find some text, some wisdom, some video where someone who knows it will tell me how to do it. And I was trying to do it, and it was just, it took effort, and it didn't help. So I sat down, and whenever a thought appeared, and I was like, what should I do about that thought? I was like, I don't know. When a feeling appeared, a negative feeling, sensation, which is a sensation, what to do about it? I don't know. I kept repeating that until it became clear that I don't know is the only genuine thing a human could say. It's okay to create stories. But when I say, I don't know, what should I do about it? Then we are just like little children who are saying, why should I fix myself? Why do you think I'm wrong? I'm not wrong. Nobody's wrong. When we are treating ourselves as if we are fundamentally flawed, then we are automatically projecting this, the image that we have of ourselves onto other people, so the whole world is fundamentally flawed, then we are treating perfection as if it were imperfect, and therefore we're actually turning the perfection into actual imperfection. That's why there's negativity, like real evil, like what we would call evil. When you are believing in good, then there's the capability for you to see bad. And when you see bad, you can attract that evil in your story, and then you can become traumatized, and therefore, even though you try to be good, you are traumatizing other people, and you are evil without even knowing it. And it's all a subconscious process. When there's just stillness and contentment in the midst of a state called I don't know, you feel one with nature. There's only one undivided whole, one undivided being, which is not separate from you. It's one love. Cannot be attained through thinking, stories, gurus. Only when you sit down, you don't even have to sit down, but just relax. And forget everything you think you know about yourself and the world. Then the truth can catch up with you.